what do you think about college right now? You know, they push it on the kids or whatever, you know, 14, 15. Like, if you don't go to college, you're not going to be nothing.
That's
what
crazy.
you think? Do you think it's a scam, a finesse, or what do you think about it?
I think college is actually the real scam. And the reason why I say that is because they tell us to go to school and graduate and get a good job, right?
Yeah.
Get a good job for what? And then to learn from who? The reality is that most people are graduating with a shit ton of debt, student loans and all that. And it's crazy because it's like I went to college and at 17 or 18, you gave me $100,000 student loan, but then as an adult, I can't even get a loan at all as an adult. Right. It's like that's crazy. But then it's like I took out these loans to learn from somebody that's making what, $70,000 a year
or less,
and then so that means that's the law of the lid. You can only teach me to the point to where you at. So you're not teaching me business, you're not teaching me financial literacy, you're not teaching me credit. So you teaching me basic life skills that I ain't probably not gonna really use, but it's like you only making $70,000 and you teach me to go get a job to make $70,000 and graduate with all of this debt, and I'm just struggling. This is why most people with degrees are struggling. I say all the time, so you got more degrees than the thermometer.
This is what I notice about jobs, right? When the people try to get jobs. So I feel like it's like a jail system because, okay, if you make one mistake, let's say if I went to school for 4 years, I go to school, you know what I mean? I'm doing good. I finally get my degree or whatever, and I got the job that I dreamed of, right?
That's crazy.
If I make one mistake, if I'm late too many times, if I get it, let's say if somebody does something on a job and you have to fight or anything, that's forever going to be on your resume. Sure. Now we just wasted $300,000-$400,000 because I could never get a job as a doctor again or a nurse again or anything like that. So I feel like you're not still in control after spending $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 in college debt, and you still have to be focused. People don't think about when you go to college, it's still going to be things like life going to happen, right? You might have a baby, you might have to relocate, you might can't afford to stay here or there. So it's like, okay, how I'm going to maintain to continue to go to this school with life affecting me at the same time?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Like they ain't teaching none of those life skills that you just talked about, like at all. Then it's like when you look at the way everything is like mapped out, the odds are really against us.
Super.
It's like, bro, you just taught me how to go make no money when I've wasted 4 years of my life. When I could have paid KEVO, I could have paid Dion
exactly
$10,000, $15,000, $20,000 for coaching and mentorship. He's already making millions. Why am I gonna go learn from a professor that ain't making the money that I want to make, ain't driving the car that I want to drive? Right. I might as well go pay you. We driving lambs. We the one who got the money. Like pay me, and I'll show you how to really go get to the bag.
For sure.
I ain't paying. Listen, I went to school for 4 years. I ain't used that degree. As a matter of fact, anybody want to buy a degree, it's that joint for sale. I ain't using it.
I'm telling you.
I'm not using it. Like it ain't did me no justice. It ain't did me no good. Like me paying my coach and paying a mentor is what got me to the point that I'm at, not no degree.
And you know what I think about? Like a lot of kids that grow up, because you know they hear it all the time. Like, yeah, go to school, go to college. I feel like it's it's what your parents want.
That's crazy.
You have to do what you have to do as far as if your parents want you to go to college. You know what I mean? That's basically saying because your parents probably worked the job. But are your parents rich and wealthy?
It's as simple as just like you just said. All right, mama, is mama or daddy a millionaire? Ain't.
Exactly.
So I'm not doing what you gonna do. I ain't look, disrespectfully but respectfully, I'm not going to do what you want me to do because you ain't rich and you ain't wealthy. So if I go to college and go to school and get a good job, it's gonna land me right where you at.
Right.
I don't want like respectfully, I appreciate what you did, but I don't want that for me. Like I don't want that. Like I watch too many kids because of the internet. They get a good coach and they got internet and they got access to information. They making M's. I'm talking all like a lot of my friends, they young, 20, 30, and they already doing M's because of the access to internet and information.
If somebody asks me right now, what's the quickest way to make a whole lot of money? Honestly, right now, I will say the program that you giving out with the college, with the credit repair. You know why? Because I know for 100% fact, every friend that somebody has is watching this video needs something removed. Facts. Family member, friend, you need something removed off their credit. And you don't even have to charge them a lot. You can say, I'll remove it for $50, $100, $500. It just depends on who you're around and who you trying to, like, what level you trying to get to, basically. You know what I mean? I feel like that's how I started. I'm like, damn, this credit repair and this credit business thing is crazy. Like,
easy.
I was going around, you know what, when I first got out, I was like, let me just ask people, do they know what trade lines are? They was like, a trade line? What's that?
They still don't know.
I was like, do you know what a primary is? They're like, no, what's a primary?
Nope.
It was like, credit. And when I asked them about credit, they just, oh yeah, I know about credit. My credit's high and this and that. And I'm just like, what's your credit limit?
Right.
They'll be like, credit limit? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's
Right.
high. I mean,
Right.
I'm like, what's their highest credit card?
Yeah, yeah.
Then that's when I get them. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I have a credit score of 750, but my credit card is like 500.
Nah.
I'm like, man, they got y'all tricked. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
And it was like, then when people start getting more and more interested, like, damn, the credit repair and credit trade lines and primaries, that's when they start getting on it more. Hey, bro, what's those sites? What's this? What's that?
Yeah.
That's why they gonna love you for them sites, though. Like, when you drop in them primaries, they love those primary sites and stuff like that.
And people got to understand, like, this is how essential credit is. When you look at the majority of millionaires in the world, like 80% of the millionaires, they own real estate.
For sure.
And so when you think about it, you're like, well, how did they get how did they get real estate?
Credit.
They had good credit. They went to the bank and they said, I want to buy this. Here's my credit. Let me leverage that. Give me that line of credit so I can go buy this. And now I got cash flow producing assets. I use my credit. So when you think about majority of the millionaires leverage their credit, why you think that you can't have good credit? You think that credit is not important just because mama didn't teach you, because the college and the education system didn't teach us that. That don't mean that it's not important. Like, even me as an entrepreneur, like, I started my journey with $40,000 in credit.
Yeah.
Like, I had left my job. I went and added like $80,000 in trade lines when it got access to credit, and that's how I got my journey started. I ain't even lying. Like, I ain't capping. I was paying child support with my credit cards, bro. Like, that's how real and how serious it is. Like credit really financially freed me. So you think that, even like when I ask some of my friends who millionaires, like, bro, how you get started, bro? I'll be using my credit, bro. We use credit to run ads and all of that. So it's like that stuff is essential. Like, that ain't no joke.
It is.
I literally went and used other people's money to get rich and get wealthy. And you think that you gonna work a job?
Also,
Nah,
man, if you watching right now, I just feel like you got to think about life like this. Like, okay, it's a lot of distractions out here, and I feel like most people who don't like make it far is distracted.
Absolutely,
like, y'all distracted by TikTok, y'all distracted by Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah,
Make it a reason to be on social media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's what's going on. They're so caught up in social media to the point where they see me or your video or anybody else that's successful and they not successful. That's what makes them hate.
You know what's crazy? Like, when I during the pandemic, when I would see you and other influencers and people that was going crazy, it motivated me.
Yeah,
like,
it
made me not want to no longer be distracted. It made me, I was like, instead of going to the hookah lounge, instead of kicking it, instead of partying with the guys, instead of doing all of this same shit that I've been doing, I gotta lock in. Like that, like, it made, like, seeing people that look like me be successful made me want to just lock in and just go crazy. And like you said, people are really distracted. They not focused. They not locked in. You gotta be willing to do something different that you ain't never done in order to get results that you ain't never got.
Exactly.
Simple as that. And like, for me to relocate, to move, to sacrifice everything, like, all of my family and friends was like, you crazy. Like, I just left. Like, I ain't really had no plans. I just took the risk. Like, and it's like, now I'm on the other side of what life gives you when you actually take risks. It's like, bro, we ain't gonna be here forever. So why not take as much risk as you can and go as crazy as you can? Like, why settle for a simple life? Like, you got to understand, anything that settles always ends up at the bottom. Like, facts.
Sure.
They'll get that one on the way out the door.
What does success look like to you?
Damn. For me, I think success is helping put other people in position to make money. Like, I think once you like get to a certain point of success, I don't think that it's no longer about you as an individual and how successful you can be. I think it's actually being able to uplift and bring other people with you. Like, people say, like, oh, it's lonely at the top. Nah, bro, it ain't. Like, that's just a selfish poverty type of mindset. For me, I want to put as many people as I can who want it, because there's a lot of people that don't want it. What I ain't gonna do is I ain't gonna make nobody, go be successful. But for me, I think success is, when I look at the people that I'm coaching and I'm mentoring, because, God told me a long time ago, if I can help everybody get what they want, need to have out of life, I can have anything I want out of life. For sure. So that's why I focus on, pouring and giving back, and just helping people get what they want and need and be successful as well.
So as far as personal credit, right? If I got personal credit right now and I wanted to get business, like a business credit, how do I do that? Like,
I think the fastest and quickest way to do that is to have good credit, right? And that's one of the main reasons why, I put together the software is to help people obviously obtain good credit. But what you can do is you can personally guarantee, which is PG, and you can go to the bank and you can say, hey, look, with no docs, I want to apply like with American Express line of credit, or Discover Business line of credit, right? Or Navy Federal Business line of credit. You can go to these particular banks and you can get a line of credit from them with no documentation. Most of the time they give it to like $50,000. Like, one play I can give business owners would be like, you can go to Wells Fargo right now, and they'll give you up to $50,000, between $5,000 and $50,000 line of credit with no docs for a person who got a 680 FICO credit score or higher. So depending on your FICO credit score and your credit history, you can have a brand new business less than 2 years old, and they'll give you a line of credit. But you got to personally guarantee. But then it's like, for me, the way I did it was, once I got so much in business credit, like, and I started personally guarantee, I don't even use my personal credit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, all my cars is in my business name.
Dang.
Like, everything that I have, like, all my business line of credit, even that $100,000, that's in a business. So all of the money I spend now is all in the business name. I keep my personal stuff to myself. Like, I don't touch none of that. You feel what I'm saying? But like a play for to put your auto vehicles in your business name would be Bank of America. Like, they give you 4 auto loans, like, simultaneously, that you can put in your business name, but you got to personally guarantee. And they ain't even tripping on a business income. You can use your personal income, and they'll say, okay, cool, you're approved for $80,000. Go ahead, go get your whip. And that's going to be in your business name, not on your personal side, right? You can do the same thing with Ally Financial. They'll give you a business line of credit for your auto, and you ain't got to worry about it being in your personal name.
Hard.
But you got to think, people want to go out here. It's like, people are over leveraging a personal credit to the point to where all your credit cards in your personal name, your house in your personal name, all your cars in your personal name. So now when you want to go to the bank, you really want to make a move. Let's say you want to invest into a building. You can't do it because you over leverage your personal credit. You got to put some of that stuff in your business name so that way you can still make some moves at any given time.